Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix? Roz and Mocha got you.
Charles, this is FML. What's going on with you? Why are you here today?
Yeah, so calling in today because how do you deal with somebody that keeps bringing up a wedding gift that they never gave?
Oh, damn. Charles, you wrote, says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. We got married last May, and everyone gave us a card, except my wife's cousin, who is my father-in-law's niece. Obviously. The only person I'm venting is because she has mentioned it multiple times that she owes us a card. They even invited us over for dinner and still no card. She has brought it up several times now. My wife won't let me say anything to her family because it could cause a massive fight, but I find it frustrating since she's the one who keeps mentioning it. I know it's not about the money, but they had 5 guests at our wedding, which probably cost us around $700 for dinner. So what were you expecting, Charles?
It's not about the money, but it's the principle. And the only reason it's the principle is because after the wedding, you go to the cards, right? Like you go to the cards, see who provided a card, who gave a card, and you kind of make a list of like, hey, X amount of dollars. So in future events, whenever they invite us, we know, hey, person A gave us X amount of dollars. We'll give X amount of dollars back. But during that same time, they actually called my wife and said, hey, how's it going? And they mentioned like, oh, yeah, like, sorry about that. Like, we forgot it. So we're like, yeah, you don't worry. It's like, we'll get it later. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. And then 2 weeks later, they invite us over for dinner. Well, their mom invites us over for dinner. So we go to the mom's house. She's there. The other siblings are there too. Mentions it again. Hey, sorry, I forgot the card.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you're going to keep bringing it up now. And top it off, at the wedding reception, they didn't eat any of the food. They actually ordered a pizza. Okay. So they ordered a pizza to the hall. Yeah.
Okay. So they didn't eat the food.
No.
Okay. So Charles, you said that it wasn't about the money, but it is clearly only about the money. You literally just said that you keep track of what people gave you so you can give them back money based on what they gave you. Like it's only about the money.
Kind of, yeah, but it's also the principle.
No, it's only about the money.
But hey, if they even provided a card with nothing in there, or let's just say it's a smaller amount, at least I know it's done.
See? So
it's only about the money.
It's annoying because I want to make jokes about it with my in-laws, and I can't.
Okay.
I want to roast somebody, and it's not possible because it's going to probably start World War III or World War IV.
What does your wife think about all this? Because like her side of the family.
She finds it funny, but she was like, they're kind of cheapskates in that sense. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't mention it multiple times and not let me say something now. Like, I just want to make some jokes about it.
I think at this point, like, if you haven't seen the money by now, you're not going to see the money at all.
Oh, definitely not.
Right. And they're probably going to, and they're probably going to keep bringing it up. And then you just got to keep your mouth shut.
So I can't make any jokes about it?
I think that you can make a joke if she brings it up again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. It's been over a year, and I have known people, believe me, who have gone to weddings, who have had their own wedding where people have given them gifts quite long after the wedding, within like months kind of thing, like 5-6 months.
Yeah.
Just because, finances were whatever. And things are expensive, man. Right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right to ask somebody. I think that that's really weird. I think that no gift ever is mandatory. No gift ever is mandatory, but you have this thing where, you come to my wedding and you give me money. And then when you have an event, I give you money. Like it's this sort of cyclical exchange thing. That is a made up fantasy, dude.
Yeah.
Because that only works if everybody's playing along.
Yeah, I kind of expected everybody to play along.
But not everybody has to play by your rules. Listen, if going to a wedding and sitting there and bringing nothing, no, I fully do not support that. Going to a wedding and bringing a thoughtful gift as opposed to cash, I know people that get pissed off about that. They're like, I don't want your thing, I want money, right? Well, guess what?
Sure.
Doesn't work that way. You don't get to choose.
No, I agree with that. Hey, if it was a toaster, I would have taken it.
Yeah.
Nah, you would have been pissed if it was a toaster.
You would have been pissed.
Oh. I would have used it.
Yeah, no, but you would have been pissed.
You wouldn't have.
You would have been pissed.
You would have been roasting them with your wife behind closed doors about how these cheapskates gave you a toaster.
At some point, the rule became that if you go to a wedding, you're expected to pay your share of the breakdown of what it cost the couple to have you there plus, right? That happened, and I don't know when that happened, but it happened, and that's a made up rule, right? Like some people follow it, some people overgive. That's fine too, but it's not mandatory.
No, you're right about that. I want to make jokes, I want to roast people.
Oh my God, for sure.
It's very annoying.
Yeah, you should. And when the next time she brings it up, you should ask her if she's adjusted for inflation.
Hey, gas prices are expensive.
Very. The economy's gone to hell since your wedding.
Yeah, it literally has.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
There you go, Charles.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right,
hey,
dude.
man, we appreciate you. Have a great day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix? Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Cindy. How are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
oh my God, hello. How are you guys?
Wonderful. You sound like you're in a great mood. However, you're on FML for a reason. What's going on?
How do I survive my husband being home all the time?
Okay, Cindy, you wrote us. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. My husband has been home more often lately and insists on picking the movies, despite the fact that we have totally different tastes. I love easy brain off comedies, while he's all about AI and aliens taking over the earth kind of plots, which he then falls asleep through, snoring loudly, only to wake up offended when I reach for the remote. And honestly, that's just one symptom of a much bigger adjustment. He now dominates the bathroom every morning, throwing off my entire routine and leaves behind smells no one asked for. At this point, the real Fix My Life isn't the movie, it's figuring out how to coexist now that he's home all the time. Where was your husband?
Well, I guess having the background information is important. We were in a car accident earlier in the year.
Okay.
Not our fault, but not important either. And prior to the accident, the car that we drive is an EV, is a electric vehicle.
Yeah.
And the replacement that they've given us while the car's getting fixed is a gas vehicle.
Okay.
And we are responsible to pay for the gas. That's a whole other issue. So because of that, he doesn't go out as often as he normally does. And he's home all the time. In the
wait a second. You're stuck in the house with your husband because of gas prices?
Well, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's one.
But does your husband work?
But
Or
yeah,
he can't
work? No, so what happens is he's normally out of the house at 7 o'clock in the morning, going out and about. He's out with his friends and things like that. And he does work sometimes in the morning.
Okay.
It's just the way the schedule works, and he does not now until the car is fixed.
So wait a second. So when you guys have an EV, he's just never home?
He goes out a lot more often than he does now.
Wait, goes out doing what?
Sometimes he goes out to work in the morning when we have our regular car. Sometimes he doesn't. But he does work. He does have a job dog.
Okay.
So because you guys lost your EV and you're on a gas vehicle, man, times this is if this isn't a snapshot of what everybody in the country is going through right now, it's hitting everybody in different ways. Where it's hitting you is that now your husband's home all the time. For other people, it's hitting them in other ways.
So have you guys talked about this like disruption whatsoever in the timeline of your home?
Well, so I will often say, hey, let's go out for a drive. Why don't you go and do something? And he's like, no.
So normally, normally you guys like wouldn't sit around and watch movies together?
Well, we would like on a Saturday night,
but not
or a Sunday night. Yeah. But now what's happening is like Saturday and Sunday, we watch it during the day as well.
Gotcha.
Or normally that would be my nap time or watch my own thing.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
We don't always go out. And I think more of the issue is we don't always go out together during that time.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. You guys sound like great friends. I mean, like
roommates, more like it.
Yeah.
No, we've been married for a long time.
It shows.
Me like a princess. Yeah, tell me about
it. Nobody thinks we're talking to new love right now. You guys are seasoned, believe me. Nobody is confusing you for a new couple.
Okay, so you want to know how to coexist in the same home while the two of you have to be in the same home at the same time.
You got it.
Okay. You're going to have dumb conversations that people have at the beginning of relationships. It's just you guys have been together forever now, and you're going to have dumb conversations, which is we're going to need to come up with some sort of morning bathroom schedule.
Yeah, for sure.
I know, which sounds, with this late in the game, I know it sounds stupid, but that's the only way you're not going to go insane. And when it comes to movies, you maybe flip, like you maybe go, okay, you one night, me another night, you the next night. Like you may have to start keeping track of dumb things like that. And it's not because he cares, it's only because you care, because obviously he doesn't care.
Oh, no. And you know what? That makes complete sense. It's just that you're right. Your thought, after 35 years, that these are conversations we don't have to have.
No.
But and you're right. In order for both of us to kind of get through it, because you're right. If I try to grab the remote, then that's when the eyes open back up and he's like, hello. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
wait, let's go back to this bathroom thing real quick. Cindy, do you guys have is there another bathroom in the home that he could use?
So for actual bathroom, going to the bathroom, there's two washrooms, but for showering, there's only one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like if he's got to take care of his non-showering business, can he go into another bathroom, let's say?
He could.
Okay, so maybe that's part of the compromise.
So that's a good point. Because he tends to use the one in the master bedroom, and he's up a lot of times before I am.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he uses another bathroom, which saves you from having to smell the smells when you go in there to take your shower and get ready for the day.
That's a good point. We would have to actually come up with we would have to do that. We would have to come up with a schedule where I say, hey, you got to use the other washroom because I tend to be in the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm ready for the shower, he's 45 minutes later. It's like, anyway.
Yeah. Okay. You're good. This sucks. You guys have been together 35 years. You're very, very set in your ways. Sounds like other than seeing each other, you have a great relationship. But I think that it's just that you're going to now have to have conversations that you're not used to having 35 years in. You're going to have the conversations that people do when they're just moving in together for the first time, which is figuring out a lot of these little details just for sanity purposes. And I think that because you've been together for so long, you can have these blunt conversations very easily.
I think that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it starts out being kind of a funny FML, but at the same time, you're right. We're going to drive each other nuts.
You will.
You will. Sounds like you already are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So
all right,
I think
Cindy.
those are good suggestions. Thank you.
We appreciate you so much for making time for us today and for sharing your FML with everyone.
No, I love you guys. Thanks so much.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Lauren, hello, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, man. What's going on today? Why you on FML? What's got you stressed out, bro?
So pretty much, I'm trying to put my family's future ahead of my mother's control.
Lauren, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. I feel stuck living a life I don't want.
Oh, wow.
Moving to another country could give our family a much better future, especially with the demand of my industry. My wife doesn't want to go because she doesn't want to leave her family, even though they already live 6 hours away, and the place is only a 3-hour flight from where you want to go. What worries me is that she's more focused on how her mother will react than on what's best for our own family. Her mom is very controlling, and my wife never questions her. I'm trying to figure out how to help my wife see that our kids and our future. You have to come before her mother's opinions. We have 3 kids, and she is now pregnant with our 4th. So where do you want to move?
I want to move to Florida.
Oh, okay.
And for sure, like you've done all the research, you've done everything you need to do to ensure that this is the best move for your family.
I mean, I've looked into it, and yeah, I've done the research for sure. Just, the devil's in the details, right?
But like where you're going to live, how much it's going to cost, what schooling is going to cost for the kids, healthcare, insurance, all that stuff you went through.
I've quoted it, and for sure, and I've run some numbers. Again, not concrete, but
Is her only concern moving away from her mother, or does she have other concerns as well?
I'm sure yes, there is other concerns. From what we've spoke about is what her mother will think.
Because that's the easiest one for her to use as the biggest excuse. Do you know what I mean? That's the one that you'll understand because that's the ongoing thing. She can very easily just say, I don't want to move away from my mother. And it makes it very difficult for you to challenge that because you're asking her to cut ties with her mom, which makes you seem evil to do so. What I'm wondering is if there's a whole bunch of other reasons why she doesn't want to go, but the mother conversation is just an easier one to have with you.
100%. It's the easiest excuse to say no, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm wondering if that is even the actual top reason why she doesn't want to go. And it's just a way for her to avoid, sort of crushing your dreams and getting into a fight and completely disagreeing. And then you telling her that she's holding the family back and her not believing in your dreams and all of this stuff. Like all of those conversations are very difficult to have. The one about the mother, that's an easy conversation. You probably had it a million times. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Has she said anything else other than being away from family or being away specifically from her mom? Has she given any other reasons as to why she doesn't want to uproot and move to Florida?
I mean, she's mentioned where would the kids go to school, and we've nipped that in the butt. What would we do? What would I do? Stuff like that. And, I have all the answers for her. I have everything laid out. But
have you guys done a trip down there to look at the area and stuff yet?
Yeah. We go all the time. We go twice a year.
Okay. And does she like it down there?
She loves it.
Yeah. And how old are your kids?
It's all 8 and younger.
Okay. So that's a bit easier for the kids then.
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm in construction.
Okay.
And what does she do for a living?
She's a teacher.
Okay. And can she find work down there?
She definitely could, but I want to give her the opportunity not to work anymore.
And is she into that?
She's definitely into that.
Okay. There's no question that I'm not going to say quality of life, but life in Canada is very expensive, especially if you are working in construction, your wife is a teacher, and you got a 4th kid on the way.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking at struggling forever.
Yep.
Right. That's just it. That's the reality of living in Canada, unless you want to go and, move to Yellowknife. Right. And she can get a job at a school where she's teaching, grade 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in one classroom. And you can get a job at with some construction company. And your kids are going to, have decent lives, freezing cold all the time. Right? Like that's if you want to be able to afford something but living in and around any of the major cities across the country, you're going to be struggling forever. That's just the reality of it. I understand the desire to move somewhere where, at least if you're going to have money problems, you don't have to deal with winter. Like I get that mentality. I really do.
That's my argument. If we're going to be miserable, let's be miserable in good weather.
Now, do you even know if you can go down and work legally and all that stuff? Have you figured all that out?
But how long is it going to take for the entire family to get a visa?
That's a good question. I know that while I get my temporary work visa, I'm allowed to bring my whole family, children 18 and under. They can come but cannot work. That's a 6-month process.
Okay, so you have to be very clear with this because I know people who I think it's like the husband is born in the U.S. I believe their kids are born in the U.S. The mom was not. She was born in Canada. And the mom still has to come back to Canada. Like, she's not allowed to just stay in the U.S.
Oh, she has to come like as a reset type of thing?
Yes, like it's not this automatic thing, and it's a thing that her family's been dealing with for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I think that you need to have there's the dream, right? And yes, man, dream. But I think that what you need to do is you need to get your wife to a point of where she is saying, okay, let's not say yes to this, but let's do some real heavy lifting to find out if this is even possible. Because right now it sounds a little dreamy, and you have your stuff all sorted out, and the rest is all just going to kind of fall into place. That's part of the dream. That's not a plan.
Yeah.
Right?
You may have to do a little bit more research, find out, and even go through your financials, right? And figure out what it is you're spending now on everything over here and compare it to what you would be spending if you were to move the family to Florida. And that's a greater discussion to have with your wife.
Yeah,
when
like
you
you
do
can't
the comparison.
Yeah, like you can't just move a family of 6 to Florida with the dad working and then everything is just fine.
Yeah.
I think that if you're going to get your wife on side, you just the first step is to say, hey, listen, I know we don't have a lot of this planned out, but here is what our future looks like there. Here's what our future for the kids looks like here. Will you be with me on the preliminary journey to find out if this is even feasible, to find out what our life and future could look like? Because I don't want to struggle our entire lives. And that's my main motivation here.
Yeah, 100%.
Does that help, dude?
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, buddy. All the best to you and your family.
Thank you very much, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Margot, hello. It's Roz and Mocha.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. What's going on with you? Why are you on FML today?
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to help my daughter. She's at that fun age of 12, and there's mean girl things happening.
Mean girl things.
Yeah, it's fun.
Margot, you wrote, it says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. My daughter is being left out of a big birthday sleepover, and I'm trying to be there for her and remain calm, even though the one having the party is a mean girl and has to come over to our house all the time.
Yeah.
So are they friends?
They are friends. Even this last weekend, she was asking to come over to watch WrestleMania with us, and we were trying to make plans. And then, everybody's invited except my daughter, and it's I'm feeling for her, and I just don't know how to help because she said if you say anything, it's going to make it worse. So I'm just trying to be that in between, but be supportive, of course, of my daughter.
So your daughter is included in some things, just not everything.
She's not included with the things outside of school unless it's this mean girl's idea to do so. So there's a lot of control with this one person. And if my daughter plans to do even a school project with somebody else, they somehow persuade them to be like, hey, why don't you come do it with me? So it's constant. But this birthday party is big, and they've been talking about it this week and last week. So just want to support her through it. And, we don't want the pity invite, but
so the other girl, she hangs out with your daughter all the time. Do they hang out independently, like just the two of them together?
No. There's always somebody else around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not like one and two. They don't do a lot of things together, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does your daughter have friends that she does stuff individually with?
She does, and she tries to do that, and then that's when they're kind of led to the bigger group where this individual just kind of constantly does that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been amazed over the years at just how different friendships, friendships are these days. They're very different, very different. There isn't a huge desire, when they're young, like, 9, 10, 11, 12 kind of thing. There's not this huge desire to even see each other on weekends. right?
Yep.
It's not, and I found it amazing. I was like, how are you not like wanting to be out of the house all day and just like hanging with your friends? And but none of the kids do that, right?
Like school friends are just at school friends.
Yeah,
and that's it.
socializing is a very different thing, and it's not even like they just sit on their phones with each other. Like a lot of the time, they don't even speak to each other, but they're great friends, right? They just don't have that thing. Like there's way less sleepovers now. There's way less summertime, plans now. There's way less of everything right now. And I will say, I look at this stuff from two different angles. One, it sucks for your daughter, but also, she doesn't feel bad not being invited to that girl's birthday. She feels bad for being left out. Right? Because if you said, hey, do you want to go sleep over just you at this girl's house? Your daughter would probably be like, no.
100%.
Okay.
I think it's just the FOMO, basically, just fear of missing out because there's going to be other people that she knows is going to be there. And chances are on Monday, they're all going to come back to school. They're all going to talk about it. Your daughter's just going to feel left out.
But also, this girl may feel a certain way about your daughter, right? And the conversation with her and her mom, could have been, the mom could have said, well, you got to invite, so-and-so. And that girl could have been like, honestly, we don't really get along. And I just feel that there's like underlying drama and it's my birthday. And I kind of only want the people that I really want there. And I'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
If they're not one-on-one friends that hang out and your kid would not go to her house for a sleepover if it was just the two of them, I would sort of rationalize it down that way and just reassure her that, yes, feeling bad about being left out, is completely valid. But what are you actually being left out of? Right. And for you, your job as a mom is to just not even get close to the level of upset as she is. Right. Don't even say, oh my God, I'm upset about this too. Like, because then that's when kids spiral. Right. Because if a grown up is like, oh my God, this is a big deal, that your kid's going to spiral.
Yeah. And you're just being that protective mom. Right. So
for sure. Yeah.
Totally get it. Totally understand. The other, the other conversation too is that not every kid is going to get invited to everything that a classmate is going to host. You're not always going to get invited to a birthday party, right?
Yeah.
And also, you don't know, like I've known situations before where a kid wanted to have a sleepover and that kid had 6 other friends in mind. And the mom was like, you can have 5 people.
Right. I think I'd be a little bit better. Like, I feel a little bit more comfortable if they weren't just an earshot of talking about the party all week and stuff like that.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but it is, you're not always going to get invited to all the things.
Yeah,
and that doesn't mean you're a bad person. She obviously has better friends than this girl, right? You know, do something with them. And I would also just book a distraction sort of event for her on that day. Go to a movie, do whatever. And just don't talk about it. And also sit her down and go, well, hey, listen, because she didn't invite you to her sleepover, next weekend, she's not allowed to sleep over. And your daughter's going to go, I wouldn't have her sleepover. And you're going to go, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the world. I would reinforce her friendships that she has with the girls that she does like, and maybe even force her to get off her ass and say, hey, listen, who are your 2 good friends, because we're going to plan something for next Saturday. Not a sleepover, but we're going to go out and do something.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Thanks so much.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
Kiss925.com.
Or download the Seeker app.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.